Right. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be crazy different. Now, as you've already guessed by the title, I'll be discussing a very delicate personal issue. Okay, let me just put the disclaimer out there to start off with. For anyone that is sensitive around the issue, please just take this as how I've intended it. My reason for doing this is just to really talk about it and talk about the hidden things that people don't really share because there's so much, not a stigma, but people just don't feel strong enough to talk about it, and I don't know why, and I think I'm still going through it. So I think that's why I feel not strong, but the overwhelming emotion that's all coming over me, I'm able to deal with pretty much. So yeah, just a disclaimer, anything I'm saying is facts that have happened with me. I'm in no way inflicting my opinion or my feelings into the way that other people should be feeling in this situation. This video is mainly for awareness purposes, to give people that haven't got a voice if they need it. So that's the disclaimer out the window. And yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So I'm gonna basically run through three things. So I'm gonna explain what happened to lead up to the point. I'm gonna explain a bit about how I was dealing with it beforehand and a bit about how I was dealing after. So there'll be 3 steps. I'll start with the before, I'll start with the excitement, I'll start with whatever. So I found out I was pregnant on the 6th of July. I took a clear blue pregnancy test. I'll probably insert the picture because I still have it of the pregnancy test that I took. I took one normal plus sign pregnancy test and two of those, and then I took a pregnant one that says that you're pregnant. I'll insert the picture in. So yeah, I took it on that day. I was so excited. I will try and insert a little snapshot. I did a video of me actually taking the second pregnancy test on camera. Originally that was how I was going to do any announcement I was feeling like I was going to talk about. So yeah, I did that video on the 7th, so I'll try and insert a video clip, like the video that I had planned already. I phoned my doctors a couple of days after, and obviously this happened at such a horrible time with this whole pandemic going on, so I wasn't able to physically go in and see any of my doctors. I wasn't able to physically see a midwife, and I wasn't scheduled my first scan until the 25th of August, which was last Tuesday now. A disclaimer guys as well, I don't know when this video is going up. I don't know whether it's going to be in the moment, whether I'm going to edit this video today and put it up. I'm going to do it in my own time and I'll explain more why after. So yeah, round up, I started my pregnancy, was feeling nauseated, had no real problems except for swelling of my breast area. I was just getting a lot of pain there, but according to as far as my belly was concerned, I was just growing and I wasn't experiencing any problems. And then Friday the 21st, let me check that's right. Yeah, Friday the 21st of August, at like 8 o'clock in the evening, I started getting mild bleeding spots. Now me, I'm a very big overthinker, so I was automatically assuming the worst. Now this is exactly how the oh wait a second, one thing I missed off. So everyone's seen my get quarantine birthday tag. Now I'm happy to share this with you guys now because obviously it was going to be shared with you in my first ever video. So a couple of the presents that I did say to you that I didn't put into my video were 2 pairs of maternity leggings and a baby booklet, which was like a baby record book. So there were a couple of the presents that I got on my birthday that obviously I was saving to open up at a later date. So obviously I started bleeding on the Friday, it continued bleeding the Saturday. Saturday I phoned 111. They advised me to go and see a doctor. They put me in. I called quite late because I started getting like severe the best way I can describe it is like menstrual cycle pains, like cramps, strong cramps in nowhere near my belly, just my lower region. So I phoned the doctors, the 111 service, and spoke to them, and they advised me to go to a medical centre, which was an out of hours medical centre, which I got seen to by a doctor who just basically ran through the same things. Said that because my bleeding hasn't got any worse, I'm okay to go back home. And obviously, one thing I will say is, due to this pandemic, I felt like I got palmed off so much in comparison to how people would really do it. So yeah, that was Saturday night. I couldn't sleep at all, was struggling to sleep, was in agony. There was a pain that was striking me every 15-20 minutes, so I was not sleeping at all. Sunday came, I was in extreme agony, hadn't slept, was just like all over the place by this point, just like something's not right, and I'm sick and tired of phoning people and people telling me, well, your bleeding is not this, your pain is not this, so you can just kind of wait. And that's pretty much what I got told by at least 3 doctors, because the Sunday morning, I did call to speak to 111 again, and they were just like, yeah, we can only advise you the same thing. We can only bring you in for a like a checkup of my blood pressure, stuff like that. And it was very, very hard, because one thing I will give you a bit of a background about is, but he never experienced the pregnancy side of it. And actually, I thought I'd be better doing this video when no one was around, but I don't think it's worked. Bear with me, guys, I'm gonna get a tissue. So, when I was experiencing everything that was going on, obviously my partner couldn't give me any tips or tricks as to knowing any of the signs any sooner. My mum couldn't do it. My mum was someone that gave me strict like instructions. If it does get any worse, call. If it does, like, the pain worsens, call. And then Sunday, I decided to just forget it. Just go to the QE and just get yourself looked at and just know for yourself what's going on. So I went to the QE. I was unable to take anyone with me, obviously due to this pandemic. No one has been with me throughout this whole process. And so my fiance dropped me off, and my mum was actually waiting in the car parking lot. She spent a lot of money just waiting in the car parking lot, because I was there for at least 4 hours. And yeah, pretty much to be told the exact same thing. They booked me into the early pregnancy unit the following morning, because that was it was a weekend, so it was the first availability they had. So yeah, so I did that, went through all the same procedures, was sitting there for hours just waiting on someone to be seen, to then be told, okay, you're going back home and you get your appointment tomorrow. So I ended up having an appointment booked for 3 o'clock on the Monday for a scan. But because I went to the hospital the day before, I got a phone call. They put me in for a phone call the first morning. And when they phoned me, they told me that I could get in with the doctors at 10, but I can't be guaranteed a scan. The best way I can describe it to you guys is, whilst I was on the phone to this lady, I think it's when I felt my miscarriage happen, because everyone was saying, when I was calling, are you enough to be leaking through a sanitary towel? I said no, because it was only spine at the time. And I knew from then it just wasn't going to be good news, because in that time I passed a lot of blood clots, and yeah, so I ended up just saying to her, yeah, I'll come in at 10, and even if I have to wait around, I have to wait around. My partner wasn't able to come with me on the Monday because he was at work, and obviously with everything going on with quarantine, my parents have been indoors this whole time. But because I had actually been indoors for a good 3-4 weeks now, and I have had a COVID test which proved negative. So my mum then took that risk of picking me up and taking me to the early pregnancy unit. So I went in there. I was seen by a doctor that was like, we're just going to get you in for a scan. And the reason why I wanted to tell this story was for this point. So I was given, I was going into my scan, and they tried to do it the ultrasound way, which is check the belly. And I was automatically, she just started and she was like, no, we're not going to be able to do anything here. It's going to have to be a slightly different ultrasound, which I'm not going to go into graphic details, guys, but it involved a camera like up in, like inside to check the uterus. I think that's the right way of describing it. And long story short, I then had to be told, after going, like, cleaning myself up, putting my clothes on, the lady had to share with me the news that I'd miscarried. Now, it was extremely hard for me because I was already upset. And the one thing the woman did say to me is, would you have had someone with you? And I said to her, I said, my mum's waiting for me. It's just the fact, obviously, due to this pandemic, we're not allowed people with us, but yet the pubs are open and the clubs are open. No, well, not clubs, the pubs are open, there's hotels open, like there's places that people could go in groups, but they're not allowing another person to be with someone at such a crucial time. It could have been fine, yes, I understand that, but at the same time, it was so difficult being told that by yourself. It is extremely hard. But yeah, so I was told that. I then had to call my mum and get my mum to come back. I had to tell my mum over the phone, obviously. They gave me a moment on my own. They then had to take my bloods, and that was it. They pretty much, they don't need to see me again now. But moving on to after. So I was picked up by my mum and I was taken back to my mum's. Like I said, it's quarantine, so I was sitting in the garden whilst my family were indoors. I then had to tell my partner over the phone while he was at work. And I'm not gonna lie, he seemed extremely strong over the phone. I literally was like, is this like real? Like, is he just like gonna be okay? But yeah, when he eventually, his job was very accommodating and did let him go home straight away pretty much from his job. And he just came down, and I can't lie, guys, he didn't cry with me, he cried with my dad. Even when after he cried with my dad and he came to me, he did not cry. He kept it so strong. But that's pretty much it for the story, guys. There's just a couple of points I want to make in regards to my opinion of pregnancies in general. I was very reluctant to tell people. So the one thing I will say is it's very crucial, and I guarantee you, hand on heart, I hope to get pregnant again, and I will not tell anyone. I will not tell anyone until like I've got the scan in my hand. So that was just it, pretty much. Now I just wanted to share like how I feel after. So this is now 7 days after I found out, and I can honestly say I'm not okay by far. However, I am already starting to see a strongness in me, because I know I want to bounce back, and I know I don't want this to kind of take over how I want my life to go, how I want my next year to go. As a lot of you know, I work with kids, so one question I know I'm going to be asked is, how am I going to cope with it? Right now I can't say, but that's because I haven't gone back to work yet. If you guys do want me to talk about that more in depth, then feel free to let me know and I'll do a video later on down the line. Now I'm sorry this video is so long, guys. I tried to keep it like, I had the questions, the 3 points, and I literally just addressed those, but it's just rambled on for such a long video. Like I said, I don't know when this is going to be posted, so don't judge me if you're seeing this. Yeah, I have recorded a couple of videos completely away from this that will get put up hopefully before then. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to say to the people that knew, thank you. You really helped me get through a really hard time in my life. Yeah, they've just been there for me so much. And one thing I will say to anyone going through it, just make sure you've got some kind of support group. It does not have to be family, it doesn't have to be friends, it doesn't have to be people you know. You can find people that are going through the same thing as you that will be able to help you find those coping mechanisms together. One thing I would always say is I'd never want someone that's never been through it to be telling me what I should and shouldn't be feeling and how I should be coping. It's always best to hear it from someone that's experienced it. I will say I haven't spoken to anyone at this moment. I haven't spoken to anyone that has suffered with a miscarriage before, but I know that's one thing that I do want to do. I don't want to keep this just to me. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this video off now because I've already rambled for a good half an hour and I don't want you guys to have a half an hour video. So yeah, guys, as always, make sure to like, comment, comment, share, subscribe. Comment down below any ideas of any future videos you want to see, guys, because my video schedule is gonna be out the window now with everything I had planned, but I'm getting there. But any ideas you guys have will help me so much more, guys. But yeah, make sure to share this with anyone that you may know that's going through the same thing, because I'm hoping hearing it from someone else can really help a person kind of understand things. I don't know, I just want it to help someone else, because one thing with me is the only thing I really struggled with was not being able to talk about it, but now I found like a little platform. I know it's not big, but it's a little platform where I felt like I've been able to talk about it and I've got it off my chest. Hey guys, I just finished my video and I thought it'd be like nice I can't get my words out. I thought it'd be nice to show you the book that I've got, because any of you expecting mums, this is such a cute book. And it's not just from like, it reminds me of like a well detailed red book. But this is the front. It's got a little elephant, giraffe on the tree. It was so cute. And it's a ring binder, which I love. I love ring binders because it keeps the pages neat. It really does. And it's got everything for you're on the way. This you can do like when you first find out your ultrasound. It has room for your ultrasound picture. Yeah, and this is where you'll put where all their details in, and then their very first picture. Lullabies. It's got pieces where you put each of the family members, so that's all about mum. Loads of different things. The family tree, I thought this was so cute. It literally has everything anyway, guys. So I thought that was really cute to show you. So that I got this, well, I got it. I showed my mum it from Amazon, and obviously I am gonna keep it because I am hoping to have another child and I do want to use this for them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, guys, in a few, well, not in a few videos, in a year's time, 2 years time, how long it takes, you will be seeing me eventually use it. That's the book in there. But yeah, guys, I don't know where this will be added, so take care. Bye. So you guys, I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Thank you for your continued support.